He's such a good passer. He's such a good driver. He recognizes defensive coverages as well as any post player that I've ever seen in terms of when he should roll, when he should pop, when he should stick a screen, when he should slip out of one. And so because of his intelligence and his comfortability within their system, makes it much more difficult to prepare for it and even to play.
You mentioned Price Sanford. He had a team-high 22 against Minnesota, only 2 at halftime. He really turned on the Jets, and it just seemed like it's the old NBA jam on fire thing. How do you try to coach your team to defend a guy who, once he passes half court, could be shooting?
Well, the beauty of what you said is usually you say you got to stop a guy from getting going early. Well, he doesn't get rattled. If he scores 2 in the first half, he takes good shots. That's why his percentages are so high. He doesn't get sped up. If you run him off the three-point line, he's still capable of creating offense off the bounce. And so he's a tough cover. He's a guy who moves as well without the ball as anybody I've scouted. And a guy who obviously has a quick trigger, and they run a lot of stuff for him. They run stuff through Mass, but they run stuff for Sanford.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Here's Mike Boynton Jr., Michigan and Nebraska getting ready for tip-off. We'll come back with more of our pregame coverage next as you listen to Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Michigan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
The excitement, the passion, the tradition.
To Poole. Deep 3 in front of us for the win. Oh! He hit it! Oh! Hit it! And Michigan, the Sweet 16!
This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
Wolverines welcoming the Huskers from Nebraska here at Chrysler Center. Great to visit with Ellie Cadeau. Before we get to this matchup, we are sitting right around where Trey Burke was sitting on Friday night. When you hit that 3 and looked over to Trey, was that something you knew, or did you see him right after that shot? Take me through what was a really cool moment and picture.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really look at him. I kind of just looked to the crowd, but he happened to be in that area, which was really cool. And the fact that I seen him standing up, it was very I see how supportive he was of me, and it was very great to see that.
You've been here now for a good chunk of games. You've experienced games at Chrysler Center. What kind of impact has this home crowd had, especially on Friday night?
A great impact. I mean, it's great to come out here, sold out crowds, and even if the weather is really cold, it's still sold out, which is great to see how supportive our fan base is.
To this matchup, the Huskers have a point guard in Sam Hoiberg who doesn't make many mistakes. He's second nationally, better than 5 assists per turnover. What makes him such a ball-controlling, effective point guard?
I think just his experience. He's been in the college game for a couple of years, and I just feel like his IQ is really high, and he plays with high IQ, and his teammates play with high IQ too.
And he's not the only one who will come up with steals and be able to try to draw turnovers. What about Nebraska allows them to be as effective in not just holding on to the basketball, but also taking it away and forcing turnovers?
I just think it comes with IQ. Like, IQ is not just offensive, it's defensive as well. And they're not a very long athletic team, and I think they make up for it with their IQ. So they're in the right places at the right time, and all the players on the court on defense move like on a string.
And they're bigs. Obviously, hopefully you won't be on them a whole lot, but how do guys like Mast and Burke and others kind of help everybody else on that team?
Yeah, we feel like they play through their bigs a lot, and they can knock down open shots, which is very helpful for them. And yeah, they just play with high IQ as well as everybody else on the team.
Elliot, appreciate it, man. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
There's Elliot Cadeau. Wolverines getting ready for Nebraska. We'll come back with more on our pregame show. This is Michigan Basketball from Learfield.
Crash the Cube Yeti Edition is your chance to win a share of over $850,000 in cash and prizes at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Fridays and Saturdays in January from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., one winner every hour will enter the Cash Cube. Catch the Yeti-marked bills and unlock bonus prizes. Unlock the Yeti's grand prize on January 31st at 11 p.m., a trip to the Himalayas and $5,000 cash. Only at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit Saginaw-EaglesLanding.com for complete rules and details.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time only at Sleep Number or sleepnumber.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to ring in the new year with great offers from your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend, which comes standard with 5 available GOAT modes. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months, with $1,939 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 Open Trade Assist and $750 ICI Alternative Cash. Offers are only valid on Package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by February 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. Start the new year off in a new SUV and lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer.
Lewis entertains George Washington, and then 23rd ranked Alabama at home taking on Missouri. 9 o'clock tonight, number 18 Vanderbilt battles Kentucky in Nashville, and then 24th ranked Miami, Ohio, trying to make it a 21-0 start to the season. Redhawks take on UMass at home. Michigan and Nebraska here tonight. We'll take a timeout. Get Dusty May's pregame thoughts next on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits. We have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
We are Laurentide Winery, founded by Michigan alums Susan and Will Bramer, and proud to bring you amazing wines made in Leelanau from 100% Michigan-grown grapes. This season, our award-winning wines debut at Chrysler and Yost Arenas. Laurentide is grateful to be part of your celebrations, dinners, and game day traditions, as each purchase helps support our Engineering Scholarship Fund. Visit our tasting room or explore our wines at shop.laurentidewinery.com. Thank you, and go blue.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We're closing in on tip-off, so let's head into the Michigan locker room and hear from head coach Dusty May. With Coach May, here's Brian Bush.
Well, Coach, you've talked really glowingly about this Nebraska team as the prep has come to its conclusion. What excites you? What intrigues you about this matchup coming up tonight?
It's two good basketball teams. We both have good experience. I think we both have high basketball IQ, and both teams have players that have sacrificed and played with the mindset of embracing playing with other good players. So some games are drudgery to watch and scout. Nebraska's been very, very easy on the eyes.
You mentioned Rink Mass as someone who, hey, if he's on that team last year, maybe they're in the tournament, maybe they're going deep into the tournament. His numbers haven't been eye-popping the last few games. How does he impact winning even when shots aren't necessarily falling or even rebounds aren't coming up to him?
Well, that's the beauty of their team, that when certain teams take this away, they're okay with it. They're going to leverage that attention into something else. For example, even Hoiberg, his ability to finish in the paint, there's a direct correlation to teams fanning out and guarding on the perimeter better. Mass hasn't shot the three ball well compared to how he was shooting it a month ago. And just like our guys, that comes and goes. So that's probably the biggest difference in his scoring average without diving into the numbers too deep. But like everything else, they just have different guys that have been able to pick up the slack. Lawrence is certainly capable of being their leading scorer. Burke is another guy who they play through, so they're a unique matchup. Anytime there's 5 players around the perimeter and you're as big as we are and have the ability to protect the rim like we do, you're going to see something different. And you just hope they don't come in here firing with the free will that Wisconsin did. I mean, even when you look back, Wisconsin's big, who made 5 threes, made 1 the month prior, and I think he might have made 1 since our game. And so obviously the factors in how sometimes you're playing with house money, and it felt like that with their centers that night. And hopefully Nebraska has a little more game pressure on them when they're not coming in here at undefeated, feeling like they're playing with that same level of house money.
Yeah, I mean, 51% of their attempts are from 3, but they're 6th nationally in terms of allowing a high percentage of 3 points defensively. What kind of goes into that? How does their defense lend itself to some more of those 3-pointers?
Well, there's a give and take with everything that we do, and they protect the paint as well as anyone. So if you're able to get to the rim, you're able to finish because they don't have great shot blocking, and their defense isn't designed to give that up. But they do help, and they do allow drive and kick threes. But now they also do a nice job of jumping and contesting and disrupting your shots. So, they just have a system. They're very system-oriented defensively, and they're very free-flowing offensively.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you, Brian.
There's Dusty May. Michigan and Nebraska will get Terry's keys to victory, the starting lineups, and the opening jump when we come back. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
At Greenleaf Trust, we're prepared to help you win. Our clients, having achieved financial success in their own endeavors, come to us not for what they already know, but rather to benefit from our considerable expertise. With a nearly 100% client retention rate and specialized wealth management disciplines, Greenleaf Trust's team helps clients play the long game, from one generation to the next. A brighter future begins at greenleaftrust.com.
Honey, did you pay the rent this month? Because I just received a late notice.
Sorry, what's that?
Wait, are you gambling online again?
Me? No, not at all.
If managing the bills and your betting has become a challenge, self-excluding from online gambling or sports betting might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on most beds with base. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at a Sleep Number store today.
It's a top 5 matchup here at Chrysler Center. Michigan, 18-1 overall, 8-1 in the Big Ten against Nebraska. Their highest rankings ever, 5 in both polls. They're 20-0, double their best start in program history, and they are 9-0 in a league for the first time since 1966 when they started 10-0 in the Big 8. A lot has changed in college basketball since the Big 8 existed, and a lot has changed for these Nebraska Cornhuskers. Terry Mills, how do the Wolverines give them their first loss? What are your keys to victory?
Yeah, well, number one, they got to defend that three-point line. Over half of Nebraska's shots come from behind the long line. Nebraska's the number 1 team in the Big Ten at shooting three-point shots. 11 made threes a ball game, so Michigan's got to close out and contest on all shots, but you got to be careful because this is an excellent back-cutting team. Number 2, you got to value the basketball. Avoid those turnovers for touchdowns, if you will. Michigan's got to be fundamentally sound, kind of fake a pass to make a pass. This is not a team you want to turn the ball over to because Nebraska's only giving teams 65 points a ball game. And last but not least, you got to take care of that glass. One and done on the glass for them. And for us, we got to be able to hit that glass and get some second shot opportunities.
Those are Terry's keys to victory for a Nebraska team that is a little short-handed. We'll talk about that with our starting lineups after we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Michigan and Nebraska moments away. For Nebraska, it is an eventful availability report for them. Braden Frager, who averages 12 points a ball game, is one of the best freshmen in the league, out for a second consecutive game due to an ankle injury. And Rink Mass, who you heard Dusty May rave about during our pregame conversation, he was listed questionable. He was out here early during some pregame warm-ups, did not come out with the team. He's been battling an illness, and for right now, he is not in the starting lineup. He is not on the floor back in that Nebraska locker room. So for just the 3rd time this year, Nebraska has a different starting lineup. The son of the head coach, Sam Hoiberg, is the point guard. He's 2nd nationally at better than 5 assists to 1 turnover. He's joined in that backcourt by Cale Jacobson, who will make his 4th ever start, his first regular season start, and also Jamarcus Lawrence, who went to Rhode Island last year after a couple of seasons in Lincoln. He's back with the Huskers, averaging 10 points a ball game. Up front, Bryce Sanford, he is dynamic. He scored 20 or more in the last 4 games. He leads the Big Ten with 68 made threes, 4th in terms of three-point field goal percentage at 42, and he scored 20 or more in the last 4, including a team-high 22 in Minneapolis on Saturday. Berke Buchtungel, he is the team's leading rebounder. He averages 7.5 points a ball game. Berke Buchtungel is a native of Turkey. He spent his freshman year at UCLA. This is 2nd season with the Huskers, who play for 7th-year head coach Fred Hoiberg, 104 and 108 all-time at Nebraska. As a college head coach, he is 219 and 164. For the 3rd-ranked Michigan Wolverines, 18-1 for the overall mark, 8-1 in the league. It's the starting 5 you become accustomed to. Elliot Cadeau and Damari Burnett in the backcourt. Damari playing in his 128th overall game, 89th at Michigan. Up front, the big 3, Yaxel Lendeborg, a team-high plus 15 in his 18-point performance on Friday against Ohio State. Morez Johnson Jr. goes at the 4. He's third nationally with a field goal percentage just shy of 69%. And Adai Mara, former teammate of Buchton-Gel at UCLA. Mara stands 7'3". He'll likely jump it up against Buchton-Gel momentarily. Head coach is Dusty May, 45-11 at Michigan. Led the Wolverines to a win in Lincoln last season in an ugly one, 49-46. 8th season overall, 171-80 for Dusty May's head coaching record. Assistants, Akeem Miskadeen, Justin Joyner, Drew Williamson, Kyle Church, and our pregame guest, Mike Boynton Jr. Officials, Larry Scarrato, Vern Harris, and the man who will flip it up, Tim Comer. It's up into the air. It's back tapped by Jacobson, not Buchton-Gel. And Buchton-Gel, the one to snag it, has a little smile for Jacobson, who stands 6'4". And the Huskers clad in red against Michigan in that midnight blue with it, as Lawrence finds a driving Jacobson, and the Huskers strike first, 2-0 Nebraska.
Yeah, just like I said, that's a team that will backdoor cut you, and Michigan's got to be on top of that.
Left elbow, Lendeborg, touch pass inside, and Johnson no good, but he got fouled. And every whistle against Nebraska will be noteworthy for a team that only plays 8 when they're healthy, and Frager out. Mass isn't right now on the floor. The foul goes against Hoiberg, probably the least foul-concerning type of a player at point guard. It's his first, and Johnson able to coax what is a shooting foul. He's at the free throw line.
Well, Michigan is playing to their strengths right off the bat, just going to the high-low action, and Rez wasn't able to finish. He had all kind of cornhuskers hanging on him.
So Johnson, 79% at the free throw line, bends the knees, shoots it up, rattles it out. Still 2-0 Huskers, 26 seconds in, with the 9th consecutive sold-out crowd at Chrysler Center, 12,707, all standing until Michigan cracks the scoreboard for the first time. Spirit fingers for the Maze Rage, which goes all the way up deep into section 230 tonight, swishes it down, and the Wolverines have the deficit. It's 2-1 Huskers, and the Maze Rage volume elevates.
Yeah, I like the fact that Michigan's putting a little pressure in the backcourt, trying to win a little time off the clock.
Hoiberg with a red headband on the right wing, gives to a curling Sanford, who is a shooter anywhere from half court and in. Spins his way right elbow, feed it right side Jacobson, drives in on Burnett, kick left corner, up fake Hoiberg, trapezes along the left baseline, attempts a bounce pass, and it was kicked out of bounds by Michigan. Shot clock was at 6, but the boot out of bounds resets the timer to 20 for the Huskers, who are in front 2-1, 49 seconds into half one.
Yeah, as you watch Nebraska run their offense, you've got a lot of player and ball movement, so Michigan's got to keep their head on the swivel right now.
Sanford chucks it up toward Lawrence. Little shove between Burnett and Lawrence. Grabs it 40 feet out. Lawrence dribbling left wing, takes it in on Johnson after a switch. Terminates the dribble, high left block. Feeds Buchton-Gel. Now Sanford catch left point 3. Off to the right. Ball batted out of bounds, volleyball style. Last touch Buchton-Gel. It is Michigan's basketball. 2-1 Nebraska. Wolverines get a defensive stop.
Yeah, solid defensively. Michigan all came together. Everyone was on the same page, and that's what you have to have when you're playing against a team like Nebraska.
Cadeau glides right to left in terms of our vantage point. Left to right if you're following along on Peacock. No-look feed from Cadeau to Lendeborg left wing. Dump it down. Here's Johnson. Immediate double team comes around the rainbow. Burnett. He'll drive in on Hoiberg. Jumping past Johnson. Low on the right. Lays it up and in. Rez has the first 3 for Michigan after a nice dime from Damari. 3-2 Michigan. A minute and a half in first half.
Yeah, good recognition there by Rez. Nebraska's not going to mess around with Rez. They're going to double him immediately. Lawrence right side for the Cornhuskers at 20-0.
Buchton-Gel crosses over on Mara's former teammate with the Bruins. At the point, Lawrence fades away over Burnett. Thuds off the heel. Rebound tap by Buchton-Gel to Johnson for the Wolverines. Now Cadeau in between the circles. Michigan in front 3-2, just shy of 2 minutes into this first half. Cadeau slices right baseline, flutters it up there from 7, well short, then a reach-in foul on Cadeau. Elliott fouled 2 times in the first half. Back on Friday against Ohio State, missed the final 6.5 minutes of that half, and a little greedy there. He fouls for Michigan's first today.
A little frustration foul there by Elliott. He's way too valuable for Michigan to be making those type of fouls 64 feet from the basket.
Right side Buchton-Gel, leave it for Hoiberg in front of the Michigan bench. Skip past left wing, Lawrence triggers a 3, swirls it home, and the Huskers go deep. They are the leaders in the Big Ten in terms of three-point rate, second in terms of makes per game, and they lead at 5-3 early. Landeborg jumping pass, high to the right, Cadeau. Sizzles a pass left to wing, Burnett. Trudges in on Hoiberg. Jump stop and a pass. Jumping catch by Landeborg. He tries three. Plate goes out of there, hit the rim 6 times, and Hoiberg secures the rebound for Nebraska. That thing was about 2/3 of the way down before popping out. Buchtengel in a red jersey. He wears 9. Over to Lawrence, right lane line. Fires to Jacobson, left corner. Takes it low block left. Shut off by Landeborg. Deposits Buchtengel. He tries 3 and swishes it down. Was 0 for 10 against Michigan from the floor last year. Cans that 3. It's 8-3 Huskers.
Tough basket there, but you can just see how well Nebraska moves the basketball.
Cadeau attempts a pass to Marr, deflected Jacobson, intercepted Buchtengel. Huskers up 8-3, 16:40 on a rolling first half clock, and they've got the basketball back. Buchtengel over to Lawrence, right baseline, takes it strong. Banker crawls out, and a jumping rebound by Mara for the Wolverines. Cadeau, right side Landeborg, head of steam, drives in on Sanford, kick left corner, Burnett sizes up a 3, misses it strong, offensive board Landeborg, and a loose ball foul charged on Jacobson. He wrestles with Landeborg. Yaks got there first, and Jacobson picks up the foul.
Good to see Yaks still hitting that glass. I mean, those are opportunities going to present themselves. As you see, Nebraska's kind of in a man-to-man / zone. They kind of mixing it up a little bit. Wolverines just got to be able to recognize it.
Adai Mara exits. Roddy Gale Jr. on the floor for the first time. Right side on an inbound to Cadeau. Michigan down by 5, 16-16 to play. Alley-oop up to Burnett from Cadeau. Storms it down left baseline with 2 hands. And Michigan ends a 6-0 Nebraska spurt. 8-5. The Huskers lead down to 3.
Well, what a well-designed play there by 2 players being able to communicate.
Right pocket, Sanford drifts over against Gale. Picks up his bounce. Lob it high block right, Buchtengel. Timer at 8. Back to Sanford, right wing 3. Way strong. He was pretty open. That's a big break for Michigan. Johnson, the Michigan carom. Far sideline, Gale with the Wolverines possessing down 3. Left corner, Cadeau. Guarded by Sanford, throws across corner, Burnett fakes it past left, drives right baseline, lob it over left corner, Cadeau, a 3 for the tie, and it's short. One hop rebound, reeled in by Gale. Back Cadeau, tries again, same spot, same result, in and out. Buchtengel, the Nebraska rebound, and a frustration foul on Landeborg, 70 feet away. Landeborg getting told by Vern Harris to keep the protest and the frustration down. And it is a foul on Yaks. Michigan already with a couple of fouls on the other end of the floor to start this one. 8-5, the Huskers shorthanded with the early lead here in Ann Arbor. 15:24 to play first half on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Michigan basketball plays here.
Off the heel, rebound Jones, and that's the ball game. And this magical Michigan season is not done by any means.
The Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to ring in the new year with great offers from your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend, which comes standard with 5 available GOAT modes. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months, with $1,939 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 Open Trade Assist and $750 ICI Alternative Cash. Offers are only valid on Package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by February 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. Start the new year off in a new SUV and lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Enjoying an early 8-5 cushion in this top 5 clash in Ann Arbor. We've got 15:24 to play in the first half. As the official property restoration partner of Michigan Athletics, Belfort Property Restoration is celebrating and honoring first responders and members of the armed forces in our community. To nominate someone, visit mgoblue.com/hero. Well, Terry, Dusty May told us on Monday that he thinks the Huskers are as disciplined and as connected of a team as he has seen this season, and no Braden Frager. Rink Mast hasn't been out on the floor under the weather, and Nebraska has the early lead. Those words certainly prophetic so far.
Yeah, it's kind of the next man up mentality for the Cornhuskers, and I tell you what, I've watched them from afar. This is a good basketball team here in person, and they're a team that's not going to beat themselves. So that's why I say how valuable that basketball is.
Huskers maintaining their starting 5 on the floor. Hoiberg, Lawrence, Jacobson, Sanford, and Buchtengel. Michigan, the same grouping that was out there before the media stoppage with Galen for Mara. Sanford underneath the cup, over to the left corner. Lawrence tries 3, well short. Lendeborg, an eye-high rebound, snatches it before it whizzed past him. So Michigan gets a defensive stop. They trail 8-5, 5 minutes deep first half in a critical Big Ten clash. Right wing Burnett, lob it left side Cadeau, who has an early foul tonight. Cadeau chucks it past right corner Lendeborg. Now right side, Burnett tries a 3, partially blocked by Jacobson. Deflects to Johnson, shot clock at 8. Now right corner, Burnett, shot fake, drives in strong, flings it up there over Buchtengel, muscles it home with a swish. Michigan down 1. Namari's got an early 4.
I'll tell you what, Namari is mixing that up by being able to shoot the jump shot and take him off the dribble.
Hoiberg around a Buchtengel screen after a handoff. Now Lawrence right point, dump it down Buchtengel, draws Gale on a switch, takes it off glass. No, but follow tip is good on the left side. And Berke Buchtengel already has 5. He was scoreless on 10 missed shots against the Wolverines last February. 10-7 Wolverines. Johnson right wing. He tries a 3-ball and knocks it down. Rez's 5th made 3 in 11 tries, and we're deadlocked at 10, almost 6 minutes in. Near sideline, Lawrence, little shove on Burnett right in front of Dusty May. Not much of a protest from Dusty. Left side, Sanford. He triggers a 3, swishes it down. Sanford has a couple of open looks so far. Missed the first, makes the second. 13-10 Nebraska.
I tell you, he has a quick trigger, so I mean, you got to be there on the catch.
Lendeborg to Johnson at the point. Drives in this time. Flutters it up. Blink goes it down. Rez has 8. He's doing it in all ways. It's 13-12. Huskers lead whittled to 1.
Yeah, Rez is getting it done on both ends of the floor. Defensively, rebounding the basketball and scoring.
Lawrence splits 2 all the way to the rack, and he flings it up over Johnson off the glass for 2. 15-12 Huskers. Michigan quickly to the other end. Burnett jumping past Cadeau. Catches right wing. Underhand lead Johnson. Flings up. Hit the rim twice before it dropped out of there, but he is fouled. And Morez Johnson Jr. heads to the free throw line as Michigan's only 2 scorers in the ball game. Johnson and Burnett combined there. Burnett the pass to Rez for a couple of foul shots. And the foul is on Cale Jacobson, making his first ever regular season start, and it's his second at the 13-12 mark of the first half. So Morez Johnson Jr. at the free throw line where he split a pair earlier in the half. This first one rattles home. Michigan within 2 at 15-13. First sub of the ball game for Nebraska as Jacobson leaves with those 2 fouls. Jared Garcia, a 6th-year senior who averages 9 minutes a game. He might have to play a lot more than that today. For Michigan, L.J. Kaysen in for the first time. He relieves Namari Burnett. And Adai Mara seated on the scorer's table, still towering over everybody. He waits if Rez makes it. He does. And here comes Adai from Rez, who has 9 points on 3 of 3 shooting in the first 7 minutes.
Yeah, Rez has been solid.
So 15-14, Nebraska with the lead. And beating 29 all-time between these two, only the second time they've ever played as ranked foes. Sanford at the point, hoist from 26 and knocked it down as Gale tried to work around the screen. Stares down Larry Scarrato wanting an offensive foul that never came. Sanford leaked open, 18-14 Huskers. Pass from Lendeborg, knocked out of bounds by Hoiberg. Michigan to inbound in front of Hoiberg's dad, Fred, and that Nebraska bench. 12:51 on a paused first half clock. 18-14 Huskers. Gale fakes a lob instead. Gives to Cadeau at the center line. Elliott around a Mara screen. He got bumped. No foul. Steal by Hoiberg, and he'll stroll in for a layup over Kaysen. 20-14, Huskers' first lead, and Michigan fans nonplussed by that call.
Yeah, I can't see why that wasn't a foul there called. I mean, a lot of contact there.
Gale, he tries the same thing, rumbles his way to the rack, laid it up over the front of the rim with the right hand. Michigan within 4 at 20-16, 12:22 left first half.
Well, you can't have any complaints. It's next play. You got to move on.
Hoiberg, high to the left wing, closely guarded by Gale. To Buchtenjel, right point. Dribbles to the right side, guarded by his former UCLA teammate Mara. Handoff Sanford, curls to the right side, double team on. Works underneath the cup, reverse, no, but a follow put back by Lawrence on an air ball reverse from Sanford. 22-16 Nebraska. Other side, left corner Gale. He drives in, lob it up right side Kaysen. Around a Mara hedge, settles over to Cadeau. Back Kaysen, dangerous feed got there. LJ into the paint, lob it up, and a jam from Mara. Didn't crunch it too firmly, but an easy two. Kaysen to Mara. It's 22-18. Offensive barrage early from both sides.
Yeah, I talked about how important it was to clean that glass up. It's hard enough defending this team.
Again, a lot of contact. Dusty May barking for a whistle. They're letting them play here tonight. Sanford right point. Push pass right side. Lawrence jab step. Shoots a three and swishes it down. Huskers are 5 of 9 from deep, and they're in front by a game high 7, 25-18. 11-11 left. Make a wish before intermission. Low block right, Lendeborg. Back out Kaysen near the center line. To Cadeau, high to the left wing for the Wolverines. Skip pass over the zone, right corner. Lendeborg pops up a three. Too much on it. Hoiberg, the easy rebound, right block.
Yeah, Michigan's got to find a way to get some stops so they can get something out in transition so they're not facing that.
Lawrence right side, shoots a three and scores it after trying to induce some contact on Cadeau. No whistle, but another three ball, and it's 28-18 Huskers, 10:36 left first half. Cadeau around a modest hedge from Lendeborg, takes off to the rack, missed it short. Rebound back tap to Mara, who's able to finish from 3 feet away in front of the rim. Wolverines cut it to 8, 28-20.
Yeah, it's a lot of contact out here, but I mean, if that's the way they're going to let them play, you've got to be able to adjust.
Lawrence right side, a heat check three, knocked it down. It's 31-20. Lawrence has 18 in the first 10 minutes of this ball game. Left side, Kaysen. Kick it left corner, Gale. Bumps into Sanford. Lob it out right side, Kaysen. Jumping past Mara, deflects to get to him. Now left wing, Cadeau tries three. Got it to go. Michigan a counter-punch triple. Just their second make in 8 tries. Nebraska's 7 of 11, 31-23 Huskers.
Yeah, this game is going to be won. It's going to be won on this defensive end, so...
Hoiberg step back left wing three. It falls out. Nebraska human. Rebound Cadeau. Lob up ahead Lendeborg. Scooping layup good. Michigan out in transition. 9:30 left. 31-25 Huskers. Oh, what a ball game so far in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, that's what you have to have. Michigan's got to be able to get out in transition. Get some easy buckets.
Sanford had his pass smacked right back at him by Cadeau. And finally, Lawrence pushed off too much, and the referee saw it. A shove by Jamarcus Lawrence, his first foul. He almost knocked Cadeau to his rear end, and it's a media timeout. This is the under 12, and we got 9:17 to play. 31-25, Nebraska. These two teams playing a different sport than they did last year. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. No monthly fee, no minimum balance. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash bundle terms and exclusions apply at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
Daily 3 and 4 players know their numbers, forward and backward. And this month, that's how they're celebrating.
Hooray! Hip, hip!
Because it's Daily 3 and Daily 4 straight back bonus days.
Dog diggity hot!
Just play your favorite Daily 3 and 4 numbers as usual, midday or evening. And if your straight bet matches in reverse order, you can win up to a $1,000 bonus.
Bye-bye!
But only for a limited time. The Daily 3 and 4.
Or 4 and 3!
Straight back bonus. Only from the Michigan Lottery.
You mean the Lottery, Michigan.
Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
When people yell, "Go Blue," most people think of the Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors, the maize and blue. But what does Go Blue mean in the liquor store? It means go for a long drink. Go for the blue can with undefeated flavor, a refreshing mix of citrus, sparkling soda, and a kick of real liquor. So go blue. Then go blue. For the Wolverines, we mean long drink. Proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume. Gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024. The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey Wolverine fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley-Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Michigan basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Michigan Wolverines. Let's go Wolverines! SeatGeek.
Wolverines trailing Nebraska 31-25. Huskers shooting 60% overall, 7 of 12. That's 58% from 3. And the big story, Jamarcus Lawrence. He's already tied his third highest individual output of the year with 18 points in a little more than 10 minutes. But Terry, I alluded to the fact they're playing different sports from last year. Remember last season, it was 49-46. Michigan won. Neither team shot better than 30%. This is wild.
Yeah, this is wild. And I'll tell you, Lawrence is sitting on the heater right now, and Michigan's got to find a way to shut that water off on him. And Michigan is having their way in the paint. 16 of their 25 points have came in that painted area.
Will Cheddar and Trey McKinney out there for the first time for Michigan. Kaysen tried a pocket pass to Johnson off the feet of Lawrence. He deflects it, intercepts it, left wing, shoots a 3, missed it strong. Michigan unable to save the rebound as Lawrence gets it back after a flip from Leo Curtis. Now straight on Sanford, a 3 swirls out. Michigan fortunate there. McKinney the rebound for the Wolverines. Right side, Kaysen drives in. He had his pocket picked by Lawrence, and Kaysen touched it last. It's going back to Nebraska as the Huskers going deep in the bench, holding their own with Leo Curtis, the freshman from Iceland, out there. He doesn't play very much. With Sanford, Lawrence, Hoiberg, and Jamarcus Lawrence and Jared Garcia.
Michigan with back-to-back turnovers. Kind of talked about how valuable that basketball is. You got to understand that this Nebraska team is very stingy at turning over the basketball. Only 1 turnover thus far, average 9 on the season.
Kick ball by Michigan, so Nebraska keeps it. Leo Curtis hasn't played more than 4 minutes in a ball game since November 11th against the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. But no rink masked so far, and we haven't seen him at the bench. He was listed questionable. Braden Frager, big key scorer off the bench for the Huskers, listed out with an ankle injury suffered 6 days ago against Washington.
Well, this is just plug and play when it comes to Nebraska. I mean, they're a well-oiled machine, so they can just plug players in.
Hoiberg lassos a pass left elbow, Lawrence back Hoiberg, right point 3, a swish, and the Huskers have 8 threes and 15 tries in the first half, 34-25 Nebraska.
Yeah, well, the 3 ball is the equalizer here, and talked about over half of their shots come from the long line.
Gale, head of the key, picked up his bounce, deflected pass, intercepted by Lawrence. Michigan's 5th turnover. Lawrence straight up to shoot, and he had his pocket pick, fleeced by Gale in return. Gale snakes his way to the right elbow. Right corner, Kaysen, up fake, draws Garcia to him. Jump stop in the lane. What a banker right block, and it goes for LJ. Michigan cuts it to 7. 34-27, 7:43 left first half.
Yeah, it was good to see Michigan be able to force a turnover there.
Curtis in between the circles for the Huskers. Zigzags right elbow, jumping past right corner. To Garcia, back Curtis, lob it up left wing, Sanford, drives left baseline, shut off by a double team, to Hoiberg left wing, fakes a pass in, dump it down Curtis. Curtis bangs against Kaysen, gets away with a walk, hooks it up and scores it. And the Huskers back up 9, 36-27, 7:15 left first half. Kaysen, right elbow extended, splits two, and he draws a foul going to the basket. So LJ Kaysen coaxes the foul by Nebraska, and it is charged to Leo Curtis, his first, and immediate timeout. 36-27, Huskers with the lead with 7:09 to play first half in a hot shooting start in Ann Arbor on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
With some hot shooting leading here at Michigan, 36-27, 7:09 to play first half. Michigan fans choose chill. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, where the mountains go blue. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer. Terry, 8 of 15 of the Huskers from three. Where have you seen Michigan's defense against those hot shooting three-point attempts?
You know what? Michigan is trying defensively. I just need them to see them communicate a little bit more, because right now Nebraska is running every which way but loose right now. I mean, they're backdoor cutting.
Brad Hoiberg said on his press conference yesterday, quote, "We're going to have to be perfect." So far, they've been pretty darn close, shooting 58% from the floor, only 2 turnovers to Michigan's 5. Wolverines have the basketball, 7 minutes left, down by 9. Cadeau tiptoes his way into the paint. A lot of contact, no foul. Jacobson playing with 2 fouls with a rip away. Right side, Hoiberg considers a 3 over Johnson. To Buchtingel, leave it Sanford. As Nebraska's got 4 of their starters on the floor, along with Curtis, who's barely played this year. Buchtingel spins, fades away, and misses it off to the right. Rebound Johnson for Michigan.
Yeah, I'm not sure what a foul is here today, but...
Right pocket, 3-ball McKinney, airborne and good. The freshman Trey McKinney, who was great in the second half against the Buckeyes, hits his first shot tonight, 36-30, Huskers lead, only 6.
I'll tell you what, this is a game that Trey McKinney wants to be involved in.
Curtis, handoff Sanford, guarded by McKinney. Dump it down, Curtis catches, hooks and scores over Johnson. Leo Curtis with a couple of buckets, 38-30 Nebraska. Johnson, up fake, drives in on Curtis, takes it strong, went for the jam, got contact, went for the layup instead, banks and scores, and one coming for Rez over Sanford. Heck of an effort from Morez, who's got 12.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you wanted to watch offense, you came to the right place, but the Wolverines plan on winning this ball game. Got to come up with some defensive stops.
That three-pointer from Trey McKinney, by the way, brought to you by Citgo Top-Tier Tri-Clean Gasoline. Michigan fans, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Now Rez has an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play. He's at the line for already his 5th charity toss of the ball game. 3 for 4 so far. The sophomore lets it fly and got a friendly bounce. Michigan within 5, 38-33. 6 minutes to play here in this first half. Jacobson into the forecourt, guarded by McKinney, with Hoiberg, Butte-Congel, Curtis, and then a bump by McKinney. Sanford, the other Husker. Foul called on McKinney.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if that's what you call a foul, I can't believe that.
So far sideline, Hoiberg triggers for Nebraska. Dusty May said that McKinney had an A defensive effort against the Buckeyes Friday other than fouls far from the basket. Another one here, Sanford rumbles into the paint, no good on a layup attempt, but he's bumped and fouled. They called an infraction on Namari Burnett. So Burnett with his first individual and the fourth by Michigan. 2 free throws for Price Sanford, who shoots it at 83% from the stripe. 38-33, the Huskers. Sanford, who scored 20 or more in the last 4, triggers the first and swishes it down. 39-33, Nebraska. Yaxel Lendeborg spells Will Cheddar on the Michigan side. Cale Jacobson exits for the leading scorer for either side, Jamarcus Lawrence. He has 16 early. He's back in for Nebraska.
Yeah, what a player Price Sanford has become. I mean, his brother was all you want, I'll tell you what, at Iowa.
Remember the Peyton Sanford Jet Howard game in Iowa City a few years ago. Peyton now with OKC's G League team in the NBA. Both free throws good. Nebraska inflates the lead to 7. Alley-oop Cadeau up toward Burnett. Hit the right side of the backboard. A little bit too quick for the Burnett jam. Rebound by Nebraska. Huskers up 40-33. 5.5 to play first half. Curtis logging big first half minutes with no rink mask tonight. Left baseline Hoiberg pauses his dribble left block. In some trouble against Cadeau. Still banks and scores it over Elliott for 2. And Nebraska up 9 again. 42-33. Cadeau. Shot fake at the point. Takes it in on Curtis. Jump stop. Feed over to Lendeborg. Bobbles it at his knees right corner, or he would have tried a 3-ball. Now a vacating pass to Cadeau. Has Curtis on a switch. Crosses him over. Jump stop at the free throw line. Deflected pass left wing. McKinney sidestep 3. Yes! Michigan's 4th triple. Half from the freshman McKinney. It's 42-36. Again, the Wolverines within a half dozen. Lawrence, top left corner of the block M. Spins to the right wing, requesting a screen that never comes. Curtis, lob it up left elbow, Lawrence, guarded by Lendeborg. Shot fake, drives left baseline. His shot rejected out of bounds. No, it was never touched by Michigan. Lawrence simply lobs it out of bounds, and Michigan gets a stop. Those are rare in this one, with Nebraska shooting 59%. Back to the Wolverines, down 6.
Yeah, what a breath of fresh air there, just to be able to get a stop.
Adai Mara returns for Michigan. Morez Johnson Jr. sits down with a team-high 13. 4:26 left. Michigan down 6 here in this first half. McKinney, lob it up Mara. Left elbow to Lendeborg. Skip it right wing. Cadeau tries a 3-ball and makes it. A swirl for Elliott. Wolverines within 3 at 42-39. Dusty May's body language kind of oomphed that one in.
Yeah, little body English there.
Needed it all on a swirl for Cadeau. 4 minutes left, but Hoiberg wide open. A 40-foot pass from high to the left by Lawrence. Hoiberg left alone for the easy layup. Sam's got 9, 44-39 Huskers, 3:50 before intermission.
Yeah, and that's where that communication comes in at. I mean, Michigan's out there trying, but you got to be able to communicate.
Cadeau drives, a lot of contact, no foul. It was bumped out of bounds. Last touch, Lawrence. He tried to save it along the baseline. But it will be Michigan's ball with a baseline right inbound when we come back. 44-39, Nebraska leading Michigan. Both teams shooting better than 60% here on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
Wolverine basketball and great beers go together like an alley-oop and slam dunk. Founders Brewing Company is a proud sponsor of Michigan athletics and has been brewing up high-quality, highly rated beers like All Day IPA, Michigan Pilsner, and their hazy IPA Mortal Bloom right here in Michigan for over 25 years. Whether you're cheering from your couch or at Chrysler Center, these beers are perfect to celebrate every Michigan win all season long. Learn more about Founders and where to find your go-to game day beer at foundersbrewing.com.
At Soaring Eagle, make it a hot Valentine's night. 5-time Grammy nominee El DeBarge and Keith Washington put love in the air. You're all I need. Tickets as low as $50 and are on sale now at the Soaring Eagle box office or etix.com. This Valentine's night, make it hot. El DeBarge and Keith Washington at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort.
Nothing says home like Aunt Millie's. Whether it's in your cupboard, at your local Meijer, or even at Chrysler Center. From pregame breakfast, tailgate sliders, or postgame victory food, Aunt Millie's is baking memories from their family to yours. Pick up all your Aunt Millie's favorites at your local store, or grab a hot dog or hamburger at Chrysler Center to see what we're all about. Aunt Millie's, closer to home.
44-39, Huskers leading the Wolverines. 3:42 to play in a hot shooting first half. Subscribe to M Go Blue Podcast, wall-to-wall coverage of Michigan basketball there on our Defend the Block episodes. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. M Go Blue Podcasts. Terry, Michigan is shooting 65%. They've made their last 8 from the floor, yet they have not led since it was 3-2.
Yeah, I tell you what, back and forth we go. I tell you, the three-pointer has been the equalizer in this game, but Michigan with 7 turnovers is equaling 6 steals. So that means that those are turnovers for touchdowns.
High to the left side, Cadeau. Right wing, McKinney. Right side, Burnett. Trudges inside. Jump stop in the paint. Lob it out, McKinney. Catch and shoot, right wing 3. In and out. Rebound secured by Buchtengel. Then it was poked away. Saved by Lawrence. Might have gotten away with a walk, but he vacates to Hoiberg, and Nebraska has the basketball. So Michigan's first miss in their last 9 attempts, and that thing hit the rim twice. 3:15 to play first half. 44-39 Huskers. Lawrence motioned for a 3 from the Damari Rutgers shot spot. Now Buchtengel, handoff Lawrence, still with those 16 points. Skip pass intercepted by Burnett, intended for Garcia. Burnett all the way to the rack lane and up and in! Counted the foul! And Damari Burnett having himself a day in the first half. He goes to the line for a chance for 3. Michigan down 3 with 3 minutes left first half.
Yeah, I tell you, seniors don't die, and Damari Burnett knows how valuable this game is, and getting after it.
Damari's also been a senior for 3 years. He doesn't die for several reasons.
Yeah, and what a stint there by Trey McKinney.
Trey exits, Will Cheddar back in. McKinney with 6 points on 2 big triples. So Damari at the free throw line where he shoots it at 81%, trying to cut the deficit to 2. Airborne to swish, 44-42, Nebraska. Near sideline, Lawrence jogs his way into the forecourt. 16 points, but they all came in the first half of this 20-minute stanza. Hoiberg drives in on Cadeau, spinning right block. Curls of the Big Ten logo. Leave it Buchtengel high to the left wing. Nebraska, statue-like here with the timer at 10. Buchtengel jogs right elbow. Picked up the bounce. Handoff Sanford. Open straight on 3 is good. Michigan defended well for 22 seconds, but Sanford leaked and scored 47-42. Nebraska, right side. Burnett tries a rebuttal 3 that Plink goes out. Halfway home, but rebounded by Nebraska. Sanford almost loses it high to the right wing on a dangerous Lawrence pass as the Huskers quickly into the forecourt. Garcia lost the handle. Cheddar found it, and then Hoiberg came up with it. Nebraska settles the possession. Hoiberg lost his headband. Left side 3 ball up and good. Sanford, who throws out the 3s on both hands. Nebraska 50, Michigan 42. Huskers are 10 of 17 from deep. Cadeau, left side for Michigan in those midnight blue jerseys. Cadeau zings one in. Burnett reverses and scores, blowing by Hoiberg. 50-44. Burnett has 9 second on the club for Michigan. Hoiberg past the center line. This has early second half of the Wisconsin game, but for the entire half written all over it. Buchtengel in some trouble. Reach-in foul. Lendeborg lets out a word we can't say as he's frustrated with his second foul, as he went a little bit too greedy there on the 5th Michigan foul and the 2nd for Yaks. So Morez Johnson Jr. comes in, and Yaks probably takes the seat for the rest of the first half.
Yeah, understanding how valuable those possessions is, you start to get a little greedy and reaching in. I mean, finish that possession.
Timeout, Fred Hoiberg in Nebraska. 50-44. Huskers with the lead, 1:26 to play, first half. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a half quite like this, Terry. Michigan, all the numbers are great offensively, but the Huskers have been even better. 3 more attempts. They're 10 of 17 from deep, and they're winning the turnover battle 7-4, thus up 50-44.
Yeah, well, it's hard to believe because we've seen a rock fight between these two teams. So this is an offense barrage, if you will. So Michigan's got to find a way to get some stops.
There were 95 combined points in Michigan's 49-46 win in Lincoln last February. There are 94 points in this half, and I don't think we're stopping at 94 with the way this is played out. Between 18-1 Michigan and 20-0 Nebraska, one of 3 unbeatens left in college basketball. Off the inbound right point, Sanford a 3, front iron, backboard, and out. Rebound Johnson. Every missed 3 by Nebraska feels like a weight off the Wolverines' shoulders. Cadeau, right side, wheels into Buchtengel. Feeds Mara, laid it up and in low on the right. Cadeau begging for a whistle that never comes. He settles for a dynamite assist to Mara. 50-46, Huskers with a minute to play first half. Sanford to the other side. Now Jacobson has it. Kick left corner. Up fake by Lawrence. In some trouble out there. To Buchtengel high on the left wing. Buchtengel right point. Finds Sanford. Meaty screen of Cheddar. Missed 3 by Sanford. Rebound Michigan. Wolverines trying to go for a 2-for-1. Cadeau over to Mara off his fingertips, out of bounds. Michigan a bit discombobulated there, and Dusty May, hands on his hips, frustrated about the lack of urgency after the rebound, and then the misfire there, Cadeau to Mara.
Yeah, that was an excellent time where coach was trying to get something early, get a 2-for-1, if you will, but Mara was trying to get position, hadn't looked up.
Huskers 50, Wolverines 46 on a 10-second game clock, shot clock differential. Jamarcus Lawrence bleeding clock high to the left wing. Now Sanford, right point, curls into the paint, shot fake on Mara to Garcia, right corner. Up fake himself, loses out of bounds. It's Michigan's ball. Good defense from Adai Mara, making up for that misconnection with Cadeau moments ago. Shot clock dark, 17.9 left first half. Huskers 50, Wolverines 46 as Trey McKinney spells Morez Johnson Jr.
Yeah, Michigan's got to find a way to get something positive out of this possession here to have a little momentum going in at half.
3-2. That was Michigan's only lead of this ballgame. Huskers have been up by as many as 11, playing shorthanded. Braden Frager out, and Rink Mass listed questionable, hasn't been out on the floor. He's ill. Right side, Burnett, right wing. Considers a 3, doesn't take it. Burnett to the right baseline. Feed Cadeau right side. Game clock at 2. Drives in. Alley-oop over to Mara, who finishes right side of the rim with a half second to spare. And Michigan leads it, or trails it 50-48 in a wild first half of basketball. Let's catch up with Mike Boynton Jr. for that conversation. Here's Terry Mills.
Yeah, Coach, if you come to watch offense, you're at the right place. How do you get some stops here?
I mean, they're a really good team. They're a really good offensive team. They got a lot of ways to space you and put you in compromising positions. I think we finally slowed down their three-point barrage. And now we just got to guard the ball a little bit better and finish those defensive plays. I thought we had a couple stops. We didn't get defensive rebounds. But then we didn't come up with a couple loose balls that could really have us in the lead right now.
Yeah, 8 turnovers in this game, but 6 of them are steals. I mean, those are live ball turnovers that you just can't have.
No question, especially against a team like this, who as fast as we want to play, they want to play fast too. And Bryce Sanford, you saw, he's got a quick, fast release. And so we got to find a way to slow him and Lawrence down and get back to dominating the glass again.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you for spending time with us here. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks.
All righty. Thank you very much, Terry. Thanks to Mike Boynton Jr. as the Wolverines trail 50-48 at halftime. Michigan shooting 66%, and they've only led once all half. Rob will try to put some sense to this wild first half with the Wolverines down 2 in a battle of two teams at a combined 38-1 record. Halftime show next. Michigan down 2 on the Wolverine Sports Network from Learfield.
When the deals drop at Kohl's, you feel it. You see up to 50% off end-of-season must-haves, plus up to 85% off clearance favorites. And suddenly, your whole world narrows to one thought. Must shop now. Your to-do list gone. Your dinner plans forgotten. It's just you and your cart gliding through the store. Yeah, Kohl's deals will do that to a person. Save in-store and online now. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
It's time to maze out Michigan State on Sunday, February 1st, as Michigan women's gymnastics squares off with the Spartans at Chrysler Center. It's also National Girls and Women in Sports Day, and several Michigan women's programs will have stations on the concourse with details about their sports. Tickets start at $12 over at mgoblue.com/tickets. That's mgoblue.com/tickets for Michigan women's gymnastics on February 1st. Let's sell out Chrysler and maze out Michigan State.
You're 60 seconds away from more Michigan basketball. But first, a local break here on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to ring in the new year with great offers from your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend, which comes standard with 5 available GOAT modes. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months, with $1,939 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 Open Trade Assist and $750 ICI Alternative Cash. Offers are only valid on Package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by February 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. Start the new year off in a new SUV and lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Welcome to the Michigan Basketball Halftime Show. Analysis, highlights, and stats from the first 20 minutes are on the way. Now, here's your host, Rob Joyce.
A clash of two up-tempo top 5 teams, and boy, has it lived up to the billing to this point. Nebraska 50, Michigan 48, your halftime scores. We look back at an enthralling opening 20 minutes. Huskers threw the first punch, couple of early makes from 3. Michigan, an early 2-minute scoring drought, led 3-2, but after that drought, never led again. It was 8-3 Huskers out of the gate. Then the Wolverines settled in, cut it to 1 at the media timeout. Morris Johnson Jr. got going. He was basically single-handedly trading baskets with Nebraska early on. He had 10 in the opening 7 minutes as it was 15-14 Huskers, but defensively, the Wolverines had few answers early on, particularly from three-point range, as Jamarcus Lawrence was unstoppable.
Yeah, it's a lot of contact out here, but I mean, if that's the way they're going to let them play, you've got to be able to adjust.
Lawrence right side, he a heat check 3, knocked it down. It's 31-20. Lawrence has 18 in the first 10 minutes of this ball game.
However, he would not score again in the remainder of the half. Had 4 threes. That was the last of them. Turned a tight game into a double-digit lead, 31-20 near the midway point of the half. That was the largest Husker lead, as eventually the stop stopped falling at quite a 100% clip. Michigan tried to climb back in at 5 quick points, back to a 2-score game. Scoring not the problem for the Wolverines, who went through a stretch of 8 straight makes offensively, largely fueled by Morris Johnson Jr.
Johnson, up fake, drives in on Curtis, takes it strong, went for the jam, got contact, went for the layup instead, banks and scores, and one coming for Rez over Sanford. Heck of an effort from Morez, who's got 12.
Free throw made it a 38-33 game. The problem was they just couldn't get stops. In the first half, Michigan shot 65%. and they're trailing. Nebraska shot 59%, made 10 threes in the first half. Namari Burnett briefly made it a one-score game with a three-point play, 44-42, right out of the under 4 timeout. Huskers answered with a 3. It was like that for basically the final 10 minutes. Michigan looked like they were a stop away from really getting back in it, putting a lot of pressure on, and then Nebraska would answer and ease the pressure just a little bit. And then, for one last exclamation, and Michigan, after being down by as many as 11, makes it a one-score game at the break.
Considers a 3, doesn't take it. Burnett to the right baseline. Feed Cadeau right side. Game clock at 2. Drives in. Alley-oop over to Mara, who finishes right side of the rim with a half second to spare. And Michigan leads it, or trails it 50-48 in a wild first half of basketball.
A year ago, Michigan went to Lincoln and won 49-46. 95 combined points for the whole game. In one half tonight, it's 50-48. 98 points in the first 20 minutes. Halftime show continues. We'll take another look at scores next. You're listening to Michigan Basketball from Learfield.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports? Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time only at Sleep Number or sleepnumber.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran, it's interwoven into your DNA. It is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families. And one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Emmettith and Nicholas.
Congratulations on getting your diploma.
You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Michigan. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Michigan and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Michigan.
Michigan trails Nebraska 50-48 at the break. Quick check of scores. What other game going on right now in the Big Ten? Interesting score in Piscataway. Rutgers 51, Michigan State 44 at the under 12 timeout from Jersey Mike's Arena. Scarlet Knights have led most of the way. Have only committed 3 turnovers to Michigan State's 12. The other game doesn't get underway until 9. Indiana welcomes in a Purdue team that's coming off consecutive defeats. Nationally busy night. Second-ranked UConn right now up to a 23-17 lead at the under 12 in the first half on Providence. 15th-ranked Arkansas trails Oklahoma at the half 48-44, as does 17th-ranked Virginia. Notre Dame, 2-5 in ACC play, has a 44-35 edge on the Cavaliers at intermission. They're about to tip off top of the hour in the SEC between number 23 Alabama and Missouri, and then 21st-ranked St. Louis trying to stay perfect in A-10 play at home against George Washington. The 9 o'clock tips, 18th-ranked Vanderbilt hosting Kentucky, 24th-ranked Miami, Ohio still undefeated. Redhawks battle UMass. Through 20 minutes in our game, Nebraska up 50-48. Brian, a fun first-half box score next on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365. Belfour Property Restoration. Your home, your life, our promise. Call 800-800-BELFOR or visit belfour.com. When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Champions Circle is the leading Michigan athletics fan engagement community. We connect fans with once-in-a-lifetime experiences, produce public and private events, offer club memberships, and operate an online retail store, selling exclusive apparel, trading cards, autographs, and other memorabilia featuring Michigan student athletes. To become a member or learn more about how you can support your favorite Michigan student athletes, visit championscircleufm.com. Champions Circle is a proud sponsor of University of Michigan Athletics.
Wolverines with a 50-48 deficit to try to overcome here at Chrysler Center. Nebraska red hot, as we talk about in our first half stats, brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Huskers shooting 59% overall. They are 10 of 19. That is 53% from downtown. Michigan trailing. They only led 3-2. That was their only lead all half, and they've shot 66%. They're 5 of 13 from deep and 38%. Huskers have 2 in double figures. Jamarcus Lawrence leading everybody with 16, and Price Sanford has 14. They've combined for 8 of 16 from deep, 9 from Sam Hoiberg, no one else more than 5. For Michigan, they have played 9, 8 have scored, everybody but Will Cheddar. It is Morez Johnson Jr. leading the way with 13 points, 4 of 4 shooting. And Namari Burnett has added 9 points in 14 minutes. Elliot Cadeau, 6 points, 7 assists, but he has 5 of Michigan's 8 turnovers. Huskers, they're trying to go deep into the rotation. No rink masked so far tonight, and Braden Frager was listed out with an ankle injury. They've used 4 of their 5 starters for at least 18 minutes in this ballgame. First half stats brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. We'll get Terry's first half thoughts and bring you the second half next. Michigan down 2, 50-48. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
It's time to ring in the new year with great offers from your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend, which comes standard with 5 available GOAT modes. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months, with $1,939 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 Open Trade Assist and $750 ICI Alternative Cash. Offers are only valid on Package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by February 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. Start the new year off in a new SUV and lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
50-48, Nebraska leading Michigan in a wild one. We welcome you back to the game, brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. Terry, how do you describe what we just saw?
You know what? It's something special. I mean, if you're a guy that loves offense, you're at the right place, as I told Coach Boynton. But, you know, Michigan's got to find a way to get some stops. If you talk about defense has to travel, it has to travel now just to the other end of the court. And you got to have communication, because the coaching staff is not there to call out plays or anything of that nature. So someone's going to have to take over down there and call out those plays.
And welcome brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Welcome to Craft. Second half in moments, but first we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. So glad to be with you for this top 5 duel with the national champion Terry Mills, our engineer Tony Butler, and our host Rob Joyce. I'm Brian Bush. Michigan comes out with its starting 5 on the floor: Cadeau, Burnett, Lendeborg, Johnson, and Mara. And that's where the Nebraska Cornhuskers go as well. Their starting grouping: Hoiberg, Buchtengel, Lawrence, Sanford, and Jacobson. As mentioned during the halftime show, no Braden Frager for the Huskers. Averages 12 a game. He's out for the second straight game with an ankle injury. And Rink Mast, who did travel, listed questionable, has not been on the bench all night. He's been under the weather. He has been out this whole game.
Well, the first 5 minutes is very crucial in a ball game of this magnitude. This Nebraska team gets better in the second half.
Yeah, they were down 6 at Minnesota on Saturday, rolled in the second half. Right side, Lendeborg, open for 3 in the lead. It's in and out. Rebound, Hoiberg for Nebraska. Nebraska outscored the Gophers 46-21 after intermission and did not allow a 3-point make after the Gophers hit 9 in the first half. Buchtengel right side for the red-clad Huskers, 20-0, one of 3 unbeaten in college basketball. Sanford rolls to the glass, laid it up and in. He turboed past Mara, 52-48, Nebraska. Lendeborg other side, Euros in the lane, Banker no, but a lot of contact and a foul called by Larry Scarato. It's whistled on Jamarcus Lawrence, and the Huskers' leading scorer, one of the 2 at 16, has his second foul.
Yeah, I don't know if you're the Huskers, if you can even get any better, because that was special there in the first half. So,
not seeing the first half quite like that. They outscored in the first half. The entire meeting last February when Michigan won a something, it wasn't a basketball game, 49-46.
Well, you can see that Michigan is trying to push up tempo right now. They're not dribbling the basketball. They're kind of outletting it with the pass, trying to get some tempo to this ball game right now.
Lendeborg makes the first free throw, cuts the Nebraska lead to 3 at 52-49 as a hush exists here at Chrysler. Lendeborg second, follows in the first, and it's 52-50 Nebraska. Mays rage. They've had plenty to cheer about offensively, but those cheers have been short-lived with the Huskers offense. They raise in volume. Hoiberg right point around a Buchtengel screen, takes underneath the cup, peels back out, leave it right corner Lawrence, trudges to the paint, recoils back high to the right wing. Now Buchtengel right side, whistle away from the ball, and it's called against Namari Burnett. Hand fighting with Bryce Sanford. Namari's second foul of this ball game and the first for Michigan in the half.
Yeah, it was late in the shot clock, but, you know, sometimes you got to sacrifice taking a foul like that, whether to give Sanford a wide open jump shot, because he's nailing it.
Yeah, he is. Got 16, 4 of 9 from deep. Inbound, Jacobson contested layup. No good, nowhere close. Rebound, Burnett. Michigan can tie or take the lead on this trip. Cadeau, step back, left wing 3. It's off the heel. And a rebound from Sanford, boxing out Lendeborg well.
Yeah, this crowd is ready to erupt. I'll tell you what, Michigan found a way to get this lead.
Hoiberg left side around a Buchtengel hedge. Takes it underneath the bucket. Wheels it back out to the right point, has Mara on a switch. Picked up his dribble, feed the post, Buchtengel into a double team, fades away, crawls out, hit the rim 3 times, and Mara gets the left-handed board. Up ahead, Lendeborg. Michigan down 2, 18-20 left here in regulation. Cadeau sizes up Buchtengel. Lob at the point, Johnson. Back Cadeau. Posts up Lendeborg into a double team. Backpedals out. Feed Cadeau. Fake pass left. Drives right. At the right block. Peels in. A lot of contact. No foul called. And a jump ball tie-up. Tilting back to the Huskers. Cadeau in some pain at the free throw line. Michigan has not been thrilled with the contact that has been let go at times in this ball game. And Dusty May simply pointed down to Larry Scarato and then looked up at the video board. A modest shake of the head as Nebraska brings it into the forecourt after the jump ball, gives Nebraska the ball back. Sanford, left point, 52-50 Huskers early second half, and it's an offensive foul. There's the get back right there. It's Buchton-Gel whistled for it, and you may as well just say that was a foul that was made up from the previous possession.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there's going to be a lot of sore players after this game is over, but Namari Burnett did exactly what you have to do. You got to lock and trail.
Mara, right elbow, drives in, banks, and no offensive foul called on Mara, barreled into Jacobson. So Adai Mara, his first foul. Michigan number 2 in the half. The Wolverines just can't seize that lead or tie the game. Only been 2 lead changes and 1 tie tonight. Huskers have led for about 21 game minutes.
Well, this makes the Wolverines good, is that when you're not scoring, you got to find a way to shut their water off.
Buchton-Gel low block left. Drive to a cutting Jacobson, who wheels it back out high left side. Drives in on Mara. Right block, pause the dribble. Over to Sanford, guarded closely by Cadeau. Rumbles into the paint, and a pulled chair as Sanford tried to induce contact. Travel, turnover, Nebraska. That was silky smooth from EC.
Yes, it was. I mean, Michigan's starting to find ways to come up with stops, and I tell you what, I think if they can get ahead or tie this ball game, they can press forward.
This crowd ready to pop the roof off. Right side, Burnett loses the handle on a tough pass to handle, and it's picked up by Nebraska. Michigan again unable to take advantage. Buchton-Gel left corner. We haven't seen a point in the last 2 minutes of this one. Buchton-Gel right block, missed the layup as Mara swooped in there, contested well. Johnson the Michigan rebound. Left side Rez, who leads Michigan with 13. Back to Cadeau. Right wing Lendeborg, right corner Burnett, drives in on Lawrence, right baseline. Lost it again, picked up Hoiberg, Michigan's 12th turnover of the night. Jacobson around a Buchton-Gel screen. 52-50 Huskers, 16-32 here in the second half. Lob pass left wing by Hoiberg. Dump it down, Lawrence scores left block, 54-50. First points in almost 3 game minutes for either side. Huskers +4.
Yeah, well, some adjustments have been made by both coaches because offense has kind of slowed down a little bit.
Cadeau in between the circles. Lob right side, Burnett. To free throw line, Mara. Cross-court pass left corner. Lendeborg tries 3. It's off the front iron. Back tap rebound by Jacobson. Over to Buchton-Gel, saves it along the baseline. Now left side, Lawrence pumps up a 3. Nowhere close. It's too strong. Rebound Johnson for Michigan. Media stoppage, next dead ball. 15:50 remaining. 54-50. Wolverines trailing Nebraska. Left side, Burnett pops up a 3. It's short. Back tap rebound by Mara. Saved by Johnson. And then a whistle. Foul coming on Nebraska. So a loose ball foul on the Huskers. And the Wolverines inbound in the far corner when we come back. 54-50, Huskers with the advantage, 15:42 to play. In a wild one in Ann Arbor, this is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Hey Michigan, not every injury happens on the court. Car wrecks, hospital mistakes, slip and falls. When you're hurt, you need more than a quick sub off the bench. You need America's largest injury law firm. There's a reason Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide. A reason we've recovered more than $30 billion for people just like you. And a reason we never charge a dime unless we win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Michigan Athletics. Injured? Just dial pound law. Morgan & Morgan. Michael Hanna, 150 West Jefferson Avenue, Detroit, 48226. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Brian and Terry are back in 1 minute. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
There is nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your team. Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Proud sponsor of the Alumni Association of the University of Michigan. Sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Introducing Celsius, the energy you need for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience a refreshing taste made with proven ingredients, zero sugar, and essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in the Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius keeps you energized for every basket. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com. Celsius. Live fit. Go.
Nebraska 54, Michigan 50 in this top 5 clash here in Ann Arbor. 15:42 left in regulation. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce as we share today's home attendance presented by Aunt Millie's. Been a common refrain lately, 9th straight sellout of 12,707 here at Chrysler. Nothing says home like Aunt Millie's, whether it's pregame breakfast, tailgate sliders, or postgame comfort food. Aunt Millie's is baking memories from their family to yours. You can pick up all your Aunt Millie's favorites at your local Meijer. Aunt Millie's, closer to home. Terry, you alluded to some of the adjustments made after a 50-48 Nebraska lead at the half. Only 6 total points in the first 4+ minutes. What have you seen change defensively?
For a potential hook and hold, it was determined that it was a basketball play, common foul.
And that was something that was decided about a minute or so ago. Tim Comer there voicing that. Cale Jacobson whistled for that foul before. They looked at it for hook and hold. Nothing, just a common foul. But go ahead,
Michigan is staying connected defensively on those lock and trails on those shooters, and that's what you have to do. I don't want to say run through the screen, but you got to be on.
McKinney, Kaysen, and Gale out there with Lendeborg and Johnson. Deflected pass from Lendeborg, intercepted Hoiberg. Michigan's 5th turnover of the half. Gale went for a steal of Lawrence, poked away, but Lawrence got it back for the Huskers, and now Hoiberg controls left wing. Michigan trails by 4 on defense. Lawrence give to a cutting Leo. Curtis had a easy track to the basket, didn't take it. Working against Johnson. Hook shot, an air ball. It's secured underneath the basket by Sanford and then knocked out of bounds by Michigan with the shot clock at 4.9. Curtis played 5 first-half minutes, scored 4 points, his first scores since December 21st in there for the sick rink mast. Lob up, caught by Buchtengel, shoves one up there, no good. Gale and Buchtengel battling, play on. Gale forces a pass to Lendeborg, right point, Johnson a 3, in and out, rebound loose, McKinney fights for it, got shoved, and Lawrence is called for the foul, his 3rd. Trey McKinney with some big-time hustle there, and he coaxes the 3rd foul on Nebraska's leading scorer, Jamarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, and those are winning plays right there, and Michigan's got to find a way to get some extra possessions to kind of offset those turnovers that they're having right now. They've got to gain themselves some position.
Inbound Lendeborg. Just past 5 minutes deep into this second half. Michigan down 54-50. Pass to McKinney. Spins in the paint. Banked it up there. Crawls out. And the rebound down to Hoiberg. Looked like somebody tugged on the rim. That could have been a goaltend either way. Right side Sanford. Line drive 3 is an air ball out of bounds. Sanford, who has been awesome as of late, on pace for his 5th straight game of 20+. A rare big-time misfire.
Yeah, I tell you what, you said it exactly right. I thought something happened with that rim down on the other end with Trey McKinney going to the basket.
No, not sure who touched it. Somebody did. Kaysen, right side, Skip Gale. Left wing Lendeborg. Has Hoiberg on a switch. Drifts around a screen from Johnson. Feed it toward Johnson. Deflected off him. Saves it with a throwing pass off Hoiberg. And out of bounds. So 7 on the shot clock. Rescues Michigan's possession. Wolverines trailing the Huskers 54-50. 14-19 to play. And Cale Jacobson, playing with 3 fouls, replaces Jamarcus Lawrence, who exits with 3 fouls.
Yeah, you don't think these possessions are valuable. I mean, you've got Michigan fans hanging on the edge of their seat, just trying to get something to go.
Left elbow, Lendeborg. Drives in on Buchtengel, jump stop, scoops it up, no. Follow, tip in, good from Yaks. Lendeborg grinding through it, just his 5th and 6th points tonight. Back to a 2-point deficit for Michigan, 54-52 Nebraska. Left side, Sanford, dump it down Buchtengel. Feed over Curtis. He's able to easily lay it up and in over Kaysen, right block. 56-52 Huskers. Left side, Kaysen. Kick left corner, up fake McKinney. Trudges into the paint. Jumping no-look feed Lendeborg. Extra pass. Right wing. Gale a 3. It's high off the heel. Easy board weak side, Sanford and Nebraska. Michigan 0 of 6 from the long line in the second half.
You're talking about a team that keeps that ball popping. Nebraska Cornhuskers, you got to be on top of it. You can't just relax because your man passed the basketball.
Left side, Hoiberg. Push pass right wing, Sanford. Sizes up McKinney. Back to Hoiberg. Timer at 9. Hoiberg splits 2 into the paint. Bumps in on Kaysen. Off the glass for 2, and he scores it. 58-52. Nebraska doubling up Michigan since the break at 8-4. Right wing Lendeborg to Kaysen right point. Jumping pass deflected. Hoiberg intercepted Sanford. Nebraska relentless defensively. Their 14th forced turnover. Jacobson at the left lane line. Takes it to the block. Picked up his bounce. Jumping pass secured on elite by Hoiberg 30 feet out. Hoiberg gets Lendeborg on a switch. Shot clock down to 9. Huskers lead is a half dozen. Hoiberg pitches left wing. Jacobson catches, spins on McKinney to the Big Ten logo. Pivots, banks, and scores. Timeout, Dusty May in Michigan. And the Big Red faithful here in Chrysler, not many, but they're getting a little loud here, watching their unbeaten Huskers short-handed lead Michigan 60-52 with 12:40 to play. We'll pause for a break. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Crash the Cube Yeti Edition is your chance to win a share of over $850,000 in cash and prizes at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Fridays and Saturdays in January from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., one winner every hour will enter the Cash Cube. Catch the Yeti-marked bills and unlock bonus prizes. Unlock the Yeti's grand prize on January 31st at 11 p.m., a trip to the Himalayas and $5,000 cash. Only at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit Saginaw-EaglesLanding.com for complete rules and details.
Huskers on a 6-0 surge. They've bumped the lead back to 8, 60-52 on Michigan. 12:40 remaining. Whether you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, download the free Varsity Network app. Available for both Apple and Android. Listen to College Sports Live with the Varsity Network app. Boy, the turnovers, Terry, they're really jumping off the screen right now. Michigan had 8 in the first half. That wasn't great. They already have 6 in the first 7+ minutes of this second half.
Yeah, if you're going to turn the ball over, you got to have something to be able to offset that. And that means getting some stops on defense. And if you're not getting stops and you're turning the basketball over, you're just compounding it. So
Wolverines come out with McKinney, Johnson, Cheddar, Kaysen, and Lendeborg. Still got the under-12 media to take care of here, so this could be a short stint in what's been a wild ball game. Johnson, Michigan's leader with 13 points, defers to Lendeborg, trudges right baseline, pass on a jump, intercepted by Jacobson. And Michigan now has 7 turnovers in the first almost 8 minutes of this second half. Hoiberg, high to the right wing for a 20-0 Nebraska team, one of 3 unbeaten left in college hoops. Playing shorthanded, no rink mast, No Braden Frager. Hoiberg blows by Lendeborg, but missed the layup low on the right, and his father, the 7th-year Huskers head coach, Fred Hoiberg, can't believe it. Case another end, barrels in, missed the lay-in. Lendeborg jumps for the rebound. He goes back up. That one falls down on a rattle, and the Wolverines cut it to 6, ending a 2.5-minute scoring drought, 60-54 Nebraska.
Yeah, and that's the way you're going to have to get buckets. You just got to dig down right now.
Left pocket, Sanford. Lob it up, Buchtengel. Media stoppage, next dead ball. Banging against Cheddar. Buchtengel peels it back out left wing. Push Sanford, catch and shoot straight on 3 is good. Price Sanford with 19 to lead everybody. His 5th made 3, 63-54, Nebraska. He is lethal as a shooter.
Yeah, I tell you, he doesn't need much daylight to get that shot off.
Oh, Case in a pocket pass to Johnson, who rocks the rim with 2 hands. From the right point to the right block and an easy dunk. 63-56. Michigan cuts it to 7. Hoiberg left wing to Buchtengel right side. Sanford, slip a pass inside Jacobson. Shovel it, Hoiberg, back Jacobson, around the rainbow. Buchtengel rain-making 3. Bricked it. Kaysen is able to, no, he does not save it from going out of bounds. A jumping attempt, but he banged it off the sideline on friendly fire. Kaysen was the closest to it, and Michigan's frustrating defensive game continues there. 10:45 to play. Nebraska's led pretty much the whole way, in front 63-56 in this top 5 clash on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Michigan Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Nebraska, typically a strong second-half team, flexing that muscle yet again, outscoring the Wolverines 13-8 in the second half, and they're up overall 63-56 with 10:45 to play. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Well, Terry, is it as simple for Michigan offensively just to take care of the basketball, or what else can they do in a half where they are 3 of 12 shooting and they've coughed it up 7 times?
Yeah, well, you got to get some stops and some clean rebounds or some steals. But you talk about Nebraska, who doesn't turn that ball over a whole lot, only 9 times a ball game. And Michigan's trying to get something in transition, but if you're not getting stops, you can't get out in transition.
Nebraska with the basketball. Lawrence, Curtis, Jacobson, Sanford, and Hoiberg on the floor. Inbound Lawrence, delicate skip, knocked out of bounds by Lendeborg, so a reset inbound for the Huskers. Michigan has McKinney, Johnson, Lendeborg, Cheddar, and Cadeau out there. In this critical Big Ten matchup, first place on the line. Huskers 9-0, in league play for the first time since 1966. A game up on Michigan. Inbound to Sanford, rolls all the way to the cup, went for a reverse layup, didn't get it, but got bumped and fouled. They call that foul on Will Cheddar. Number 1 on him, and Michigan's third in the half. Price Sanford at the stripe, 83% on the year. He has 2 foul shots.
Okay, he's so lethal. I mean, once he gets that 3 going, he's a player that can actually take you off the dribble too, so tough cover.
Sanford at the line, spins the basketball, deep knee bend, and he shoots it up and misses it long. So a break there for Michigan, still 63-56. Huskers in front. Michigan's only lead of the ball game, 3-2. One more for Sanford. It's airborne, and he got that one, and he clinches his 5th consecutive game of 20 or more points for a potential all-first team Big Tenner and Price Sanford. Cadeau to the left point, Johnson. Hand off Lendeborg. He tries a 3 ball and misses it way off the mark. Too strong. Sanford the rebound. Wolverines 0 of 7 from deep in the second half. Left side, Lawrence jumping pass, secured left baseline by Curtis. Bangs against Johnson, who underhands it to Hoiberg left wing. Sizes up Cheddar, takes it left baseline, underneath the cup. Right wing, Sanford catch and shoot 3. Off to the left, rebound by Johnson and the Wolverines. 64-56 Michigan, midway through this second half. 64-56 Nebraska. Right corner, 3 ball, Cheddar up and good. Will Cheddar's first bucket tonight, and it comes in a big spot. Wolverines within 5, 9:50 left.
Yeah, the Wolverines needed that shot in the arm, and all of a sudden you got the faithful getting involved, trying to get the Wolverines to get a stop right now.
Wolverines now 6 of 21 from deep. Lawrence, kick left corner, rebuttal 3. Hoiberg up and it rattles out. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Nebraska. Or who are they going to say? Curtis and Johnson going for it. And they say that it is off. They're going to review it. It's ruled as a Michigan basketball. Fred Hoiberg looks over to his bench, and he will issue a challenge.
Yeah, I was wondering what took the officials so long to inbound the basketball.
Here's official Tim Comer on the microphone.
Yeah.
Current play is under review.
Yeah, I mean, he gave them all the time in the world to do it. I mean, Michigan, they never said whose basketball it was, as if you're giving them time. I mean, Michigan should have inbound that ball, and we should have been on our way.
9:34 to play, 64-59. Huskers with the advantage. Nebraska, an incredible start. They are atop their all-time ranking in terms of AP and coaches poll. They are 5th in both. They've won 24 in a row, 10 more than their previous high water mark. And it's the best start at 20-0 by a Big Ten team since the year before the Huskers joined the Big Ten, when Ohio State was 24-0 in 2011. But I loved what Fred Hoiberg said about it. Quote, keep your walls up, don't let it poison you. And boy, Nebraska hasn't let that poison them. They haven't let the absences of Frager or Mast poison them either. Here's Tim Comer.
After reviewing the play, the call has been overturned. It's Nebraska ball on the baseline. They retain their timeout, and they retain their challenge. 20 seconds will be on the shot clock.
Yeah, well, they got it right, obviously, but I just didn't like the way they got it. I mean, you're in front of Nebraska's bench, and you gave them all the time in the world. You say whose ball it is, and Michigan can inbound and be on their way.
And it certainly wasn't an emphatic original decision by the referees. Inbound Sanford, right wing 3, off the front iron. Well, maybe not ball don't lie, but delay don't lie. Rebound Michigan. Wolverines within 5, 9:25 left. Mara back in the ball game for Michigan. Leave it for McKinney. Picked up his bounce. In some trouble. Vacates to Cadeau. Back McKinney left point. Up fake on Sanford. Takes it in. Banks. A lot of contact. No whistle. McKinney spills to the deck. And it's play on for Hoiberg and the Huskers. Underhand leaves Sanford. Back Hoiberg left corner to Sanford right wing. Jacobson right corner. Lawrence. Nebraska settles in. Jacobson, the former walk-on, got a scholarship this offseason. Stumbles but regains his footing, left block. Detours left corner, still dribbling underneath the cup, fades away over Mara. Rainmaker goes, and it's 66-59 Nebraska.
I They exhausted every option to get that shot off.
Left wing Cheddar takes it left corner. Shut off, and Lawrence knocks out of bounds. So Nebraska bumped it out. Michigan's ball, far sideline in the corner. Down by 7, 8:33 left is Berke Buchtengel. Spells Price Sanford, who's getting a brief respite here. He's played 31 minutes. Amari Burnett in for Yaxel Lendeboer. 66-59 Huskers, 8:33 to play.
Yeah, a lot of ball game left.
Burnett requesting help, gets it from McKinney, left pocket. Dump it down, high block left. Mara spins it on Curtis into a double team and a whistle called on Jacobson, who did not foul Mara nearly as hard there as he did McKinney on the last trip. It is Nebraska's 5th foul of the half. And Curtis, they call it on Jared.
Yeah, I know officiating is a hard job, but what I'd like to see is some consistency.
They called it on Curtis, not on Jacobson, so his second versus Jacobson's 4th. Cadeau right side, shot clock at 12, crosses over on Jacobson, floats up, missed it off the glass. Mara fights for the rebound, gets it in amongst 3 Huskers, now 4, had it poked away, and it is dislodged by the Huskers, picked up by Jacobson, and these Michigan fans really getting frustrated with the lack of whistles on this end. Jacobson around a meaty Buchtengel screen to the free throw line. Now back at the point, Hoiberg. Pass deflected by McKinney, saved by Lawrence. Shot clock at 9, media stoppage, next dead ball. 66-59 Huskers. Lawrence steps back, fadeaway over Cheddar, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Marr despite being tugged, and he outlets up ahead near sideline. Cadeau, underhand feed. McKinney right wing 3. No, but he's going to the line for 3 after the media stoppage. Trey McKinney, wise beyond his years, able to coax the foul on Hoiberg, his 2nd, Huskers 6th, timeout on the floor. 3 critical free throws for the 88%er Trey McKinney. When we come back, Huskers 66, Wolverines 59 on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Since 1980, Grand Traverse Resort and Spa has been a Michigan vacation tradition. A place where lake views meet legendary fairways, where spa days turn into starry nights, and where family memories last for generations. Whether it's a summer getaway, a fall color tour, or a cozy winter escape, your perfect Michigan vacation starts here. Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, a Michigan tradition since 1980. Book your getaway at grandtraverseresort.com. Proud partner of Michigan Athletics.
Michigan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Gambling can be fun.
Here we go.
Kind of like skydiving. The thrill, the excitement. But be careful, or gambling will start to feel like skydiving without a parachute. For tips that will help keep you out of harm's way, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor traditions. We shed tears for a loss, but also for a win. And every time we step on the court, it's a chance for greatness. Farm Bureau Insurance sees the connection and is a proud supporter of University of Michigan athletics. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
Wolverines trailing Nebraska 66-59 in this top 5 matchup in Ann Arbor. 7:37 to play, and Trey McKinney readying for 3 free throws. Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. Select schools available. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce with you here today. Well, we knew Nebraska would shoot a lot of threes. They've hit 11, just 1 of 7 in the second half. Really, both teams, Terry, have not shot nearly as well as they did in the first half when both were well north of 50.
Yeah, the pace has kind of slowed down a little bit and almost boiling down to possession basketball.
So Trey McKinney, 3 free throws out of the media stoppage. The freshman from Flint knocks down the first, hit the front iron and kind of glided through the net. 66-60. Wolverines cut it to a half dozen. Michigan has McKinney, Cheddar, Mara, Cadeau, and Burnett on the floor. The second of 3 for Trey McKinney is up, and that one gets a friendly rattle. Nebraska countering with Hoiberg, Jacobson, Butte-Tingel, Lawrence, and Sanford. They're starting 5 with no Braden Frager and no Rink Mast tonight. Short-handed, but they have led almost the whole way. McKinney's third completes them all. 66-62. Nebraska's lead cut to 4, and Chrysler Center as loud as it's been on defense all night long. High to the right side, Jacobson to Butte-Tingel at the point. Handoff Sanford around the screen. Pauses at the point. Over Jacobson. Shot clock halfway gone. Jacobson skip. Head of the key. Butte-Tingel. Leave it inside. Intercepted. Picked off by Jacobson. Cadeau saves it. Lobbed it up. Cheddar able to grab it over Hoiberg. Reaching on it. Fouled. It took 3 tugs to finally coax the whistle. But Sam Hoiberg picks up his third. The Will Cheddar hustle. Big time there.
Yeah, a lot of energy there by the Wolverines. That's the way you get out and run. Come up with a stop. I mean, those are rare, but.
It's the 7th foul on Nebraska. So Will Cheddar, who shoots 88%, he's 22 of 25 from the stripe, at the line for a 1-and-1. Front end airborne. Bullseye, 66-63, Michigan within a possession again. One more for Cheddar, the 5th-year grad student, the pride of Stewartville, Minnesota. Shoots it up, knocks it down. 66-64, Nebraska by 2. Listen to Chrysler Center roar. Lawrence into the forecourt. Had 16 early, only 2 since the midway point of the first half. Jacobson got away with a walk, he bobbles. Angles left elbow, leans in, terminates the bounce to Sanford, fleeced over there by Cheddar. Back Jacobson leans in, floats and scores over a couple of Wolverines. Huskers execute calmly, 68-64 Nebraska, 6:42 in regulation. Cadeau left wing, pushes it right side. Now right pocket, Burnett pops up a 3. It's off the front iron, rebound secured by Lawrence. Friendly fire with Jacobson, they both secure it. 6:25 rolling second half clock. Huskers in front, 68-64. Butte-Tingel, handoff Lawrence. Tip pass toward Butte-Tingel, able to save it. Then Cadeau knocked it away. Lot of contact, but no whistle play on. Cadeau, skip pass right side. Burnett fakes the pass left. Trudges right baseline, drives in, and didn't get it to go. Lot of contact, whistle and a foul coming on Nebraska. It's on Jacobson, upending Mara. It's Jacobson's 4th, and Adai Mara, a 46.5% free throw shooter, heads to the stripe for a critical 1-and-1. 6:05 left, 68-64 Huskers.
Well, he knows how important it is right now, and I got all the confidence in the world in that young man. He's been shooting hundreds of free throws after practice, so time for it to start paying off.
Adai Mara at the line. Wolverines down 4. Yaxel Endeborg in. He replaces Namari Burnett. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Mara, the junior. Up, bullseye. And this crowd, they know basketball. High IQ. They realize how big that is for Adai Mara's confidence. Michigan within 3. One more for Adai. Shoots it up. It's short, front iron, rebound Hoiberg for Nebraska. Outperforms his percentage by a smidge and cuts it to a possession, 68-65. Huskers the lead in the ball. Lawrence cutting inside Hoiberg. Lawrence finds him from 30 feet away, 70-65 Nebraska.
I told you how dangerous this team is on offense with those backdoor cuts.
Cadeau jumping past left side, McKinney. Looks in, drifts left, dump it down Mara. Banging inside with Buchengel. Skip it, Cheddar. Shot fake, banks and scores it. Cheddar wanted a foul, didn't get it. Play on, 70-67 Wolverines. Back within 3. Past the timeline comes Jacobson. Blanketed out there by McKinney. Vacates to Buchengel at the center circle. Back Jacobson, in on Mara. Stumbled and fouled. It's on the floor. It's the 4th on Michigan, so an inbound coming up for Nebraska. And this crowd can't believe that whistle. If that's a foul, this game would still be in the first half with the infractions tonight. Cheddar leaves, Morez Johnson Jr. in. 5:14 to play, 70-67 Nebraska. We'll see if ball don't lie on this defensive trip for Michigan. Sanford lobs it out, left wing Hoiberg. To the left pocket, Lawrence. Left side, Sanford, catch and shoot 3. Off the heel, rebound, Cadeau. Lob it up, Mara, behind the defense. Lost the handle, picked up Lawrence. Huskers get it back. Up 3, 5 minutes left. Nebraska slows the pace. Sanford on Mara defensively with the transition attack. Sanford at the point, drives left elbow. Feed it out right wing. Jacobson dump it down. Buchengel high block right. Skip pass left wing. Hoiberg open for 3, and it's off the heel. Easy rebound. Rez for Michigan. Another chance to tie with a 3 with 4:37 left for Michigan. Over right side. McKinney. A 3 for the tie. It's strong. Rebound loose. Picked up by Buchengel, and he lost it out of bounds. It's going to Michigan. I think both teams could argue there was a foul on that sequence as Rez is down, slow to get up on the left block. And that will prompt Will Cheddar to check in briefly, give Johnson a brief rest. No, they're going to give Mara the respite. Rez is okay, he's back on his feet. What a ball game. 70-67 Nebraska, 4:25 left. Left baseline, Cadeau quarterbacks it in. Inbound Cheddar, shot fake left corner, out to Rez, high to the left wing. Rez, Michigan's leader with 15. Right wing, Cadeau a 3 for the tie. It's short. Rebound Jacobson for Nebraska. That felt a bit hurried. Cadeau had 2 huge triples down the stretch against Ohio State. He is 2 of 9 from the floor today. 4:05 left, 70-67 Nebraska. The lead in the ball. Lawrence left wing guarded by Cadeau. To Buchengel left point. Media stoppage, next dead ball. Sanford off a curl, left wing 3 over Johnson. Well short, rebound McKinney for Michigan. To Cadeau, head up, jogging left to right. McKinney now left wing, takes it in on Buchengel, jump stop, shot rejected out of bounds. And Michigan inbounds, baseline left when we come back for the finish. Nebraska 70, Michigan 67, 3:44 left at Chrysler in this top 5 matchup on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Michigan basketball plays here.
Fires Wolf on the right wing, splits 2, over to Burnett, left wing, a 3 for the win.
The Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Introducing Celsius, the energy you need for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience a refreshing taste made with proven ingredients, 0 sugar, and essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in the Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius keeps you energized for every basket. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com. Celsius. Live fit. Go.
Just like your favorite sports team, you need a solid defense to protect what's important to you. Whether it's your business, home, or auto, turn to Heartland Insurance Agency and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to keep you covered. Visit Heartland Insurance Agency today at www.heartlandinsurance.com. That's www.heartlandinsurance.com.
Michigan trailing Nebraska 70-67 in a barn burner. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce. And with those 3 minutes and 44 seconds left, we're keeping it here for the rest of the game. This last call is presented by Founders Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, welcome to Craft. Well, Terry, Michigan 1 of 11 from 3 here in this second half. Huskers 1 of 10. Polar opposites first half to second, huh?
Yes, it is. I mean, we thought this game was headed to way into the hundreds, but both teams made adjustments and turned it into a dogfight.
Cheddar, Lendebourg, Johnson, and McKinney await the inbound from Cadeau, who chucks it up, head of the key, Lendebourg. Looks out right, kick left wing, McKinney, left wing, a three for the tie, off to the right, rebound tipped by Johnson, and a loose ball foul on the Huskers. 9th foul on Nebraska, so Michigan heads to the free throw line on the Sanford infraction. It's his second. And they called a foul being issued to Sanford on Lendebourg, so Yak's at the stripe for a 1-and-1. He's 2 of 2 at the line today and 84% on the year. Eyes closed, deep breath, establishes connection with the basket, shoots it up, swishes it down, and Michigan's within 2 at 70-68, 3:36 remaining.
Yeah, you let this one go in and this place will erupt.
One more for Yaks, who has 9 points, 3 boards, and an assist in 29 minutes. To cut the Nebraska advantage to 1. It's up, and it rattles home. 70-69, Nebraska. Will Cheddar exits Adai Mara, comes in, and Cheddar gives Mara a big pump-up speech there, and 12,707 follows suit. Nebraska into the forecourt. Jacobson patrols. Right side, Lawrence has it. Dump it down, Buchton-Gel against his former UCLA teammate Mara. Give on a cut to a driving Lawrence. Easy lay-in. Jamarcus Lawrence has 20, 72-69. Nebraska, they're so good on those pocket passes. Lendebourg, dump it down Mara. Double team comes, in some trouble, banging around, needs some help. Splits 2, jumping, skip pass, inside to Rez, and he is fouled underneath by Hoiberg. Heck of a job by Mara. That looked like it was destined for Michigan's 19th turnover. Instead, 2 free throws coming up for Morez Johnson Jr. on the 10th Huskers foul and the 4th on their leader at point guard, Sam Hoiberg.
Yeah, so many actions going on with the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and it usually starts off with a back screen. That's why communication is a must.
3:05 less, 72-69 Huskers. Johnson at the line. His first one is good. Michigan, after struggling at the line against Ohio State, Michigan was just 60%. They are 16 of 18 tonight. That's 89% for a team that came in 15th in this 18-team Big Ten in free throw percentage. One more for Rez, who leads all Wolverines with 16 points. He's got 11 rebounds for his 7th career double-double. Shoots the second. Got it to go. Michigan again within a single tally. 72-71, 3:05 left, and they stand up and cheer here at Chrysler Center to try to get a defensive stand. Lawrence, high to the left side. Now right wing, Jacobson. Back to Lawrence. Has Rez on him. Dump it down, Buchton-Gel. One-on-one against Mara. Surveys the scene, hasn't dribbled yet. Now he goes with a right-hand skip. Timer at 8. Buchton-Gel, handoff Hoiberg. Slithers left elbow to Buchton-Gel. Left wing 3. Off to the left. Rebound Johnson. Michigan can take its first lead since 3-2 on this trip. 2:30 left. Huskers by 1. Cadeau, push past Lendebourg. Drives in on Hoiberg. To McKinney, right wing. Looks around. Resets to Cadeau. Blows by Jacobson, crossover bounce, a lot of contact, whistle and a foul. Elliot Cadeau goes to the line as he got shot up in the face there. He acted like he got shot. I mean, that was a good acting job, but I think he did really get hit, and it's a foul coming here on Nebraska.
Yeah, I think you said it right. He got shot because of the way he went down. Man.
You've got to earn fouls tonight. And Elliot Cadeau at the free throw line with Michigan down 72-71. That is the fourth foul on Jamarcus Lawrence. So this shorthanded Huskers team with three key players, Hoiberg, Lawrence, and Jacobson at 4 fouls. Cadeau for the tie at the line, misses it strong. And this has been an area of struggle for Elliott this year. 69% at the free throw line coming in. That was his first attempt this evening. One more to tie it for just the second time today. Cadeau hoists. Hit that reset button, baby. 72-all with 2:16 to play. Two top 5 teams going down to the wire.
And you want to know how valuable stops are right now.
Hoiberg to Sanford left wing. To Lawrence, back to Hoiberg center circle. Clad in red. Wheels right baseline. Stops on a dime, guarded by McKinney. To Sanford, leave it Jacobson. Shot clock at 9. Jacobson leans in, fades over. Lendeborg, an air ball. Weak side rebound, McKinney. Michigan pushing in a tied game. Right side Lendeborg. To Cadeau, right side. Head of the key, Mara. Back Elliott. Drifts left point. Tie game at 72. Cadeau to the Big Ten logo. Leave Mara, bobbles, catches underneath the cup, in some trouble. Went for the layup, got poked away, picked up by Lawrence. Right to left, fleeced by Cadeau from behind. 1:30 left. Michigan with a rebut turnover. 72-all, 1:25 remaining.
Yeah, you can't tell me that Trey McKinney's not a gamer right now.
Right wing Lendeborg. Sizes up Sanford. Skip pass left wing, Cadeau. No look feed back to Yaks. Stutter step at a drive. Right block, pitches left corner. McKinney shot fake, takes left baseline. He floats, he got it! Over the front of the rim! Barreling into Hoiberg! 74-72 Michigan. McKinney lets out a roar as Nebraska begs for a foul that never comes.
Man, you want to talk about a tough freshman. Trey McKinney put this team on his back. Defensive play, then come down with an offensive play.
Michigan's first lead since 3-2. It's 74-72 Wolverines with 64 seconds left. And looking at the replay, if this were a normal game, I think Nebraska would have an argument. But with the way this game has been called, as physical as it has been, I think that's a play on. As we spotlight today's best in the game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Would you give it to Trey McKinney, Terry?
I'm definitely giving it to Trey McKinney. I mean, I've always told that young man it's about who finishes ball games, not who starts ball games. And Trey McKinney is not playing like a freshman right now.
74-72, Michigan with the lead. 64 seconds left in one whale of a ball game here in Ann Arbor. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce. Nebraska 20-0, one of 3 unbeaten in college basketball, with Arizona, who edged BYU last night, and the Red Hawks of Miami University out of the MAC, who play UMass in moments, trying to get to 21-0. Michigan defensively comes out with Mara, Cadeau, Johnson, Lendeborg, and that man, Trey McKinney. Hoiberg into the forecourt with Jacobson, Lawrence, Sanford, and Buchtengel, the 5 Husker starters on a shorthanded roster. Over to Sanford, right wing, has Mara on a switch, drives head of the key, recoils back, hoist 3, it is short off the front rim, tap rebound by Jacobson to Cadeau. Jacobson was alone, but couldn't secure it. Michigan's basketball. 38 seconds left, 18-second game clock, shot clock differential. Michigan bleeding time, now Dusty May says go. Cadeau around a Mara hedge. Leave it Johnson right wing. Push pass head of the key Lendebourg. Timer at 7. Yak's right elbow. Pushes to the left side. McKenney. Left baseline over to the right side. Lendebourg a 3. It's short. Rebound. Mara underneath and a foul. Mara lets out a roar. 16.4 left. 74-72 Michigan. And Adai Mara, who so often in practice goes up for pressure free throws. You can't have any more pressure than this. 16.4 left. Michigan's largest lead of the game at 2. He has 2 free throws after the Berke Buchtengel foul, his second.
Yeah, I tell you what, after that foul, I'm not sure why the officials are not looking at a pull down. I mean, the way Mara came down.
Mara split a pair earlier in the half. 2 guaranteed here. His first goal.
You want to talk about big-time shots. Seal the deal here, baby.
Lawrence exits. Leo Curtis in. Curtis had only played 7 total minutes over his last 5 games, but the rink mass injury forcing him into duty. For a 2-possession lead, Mara bends the knees, hoists, missed it strong. Back tap attempted rebound by Lendebourg and a foul on Yaks. It is foul 5 on Michigan, so it's an inbound for the Huskers. 15.8 left, 75-72 Wolverines.
Well, these are the practices that you practice, game time situations for end of games. You need a stop and a strong rebound.
Cheddar in, Mara out. 15.8 left, 75-72 Michigan. Lawrence high to the right wing. Feeds Sanford right side. Guarded closely by Cadeau, and he's fouled with 10.2. That's a foul to give. So it's foul 6. And the next foul by Michigan sends Nebraska to the line for a 1-and-1 timeout. Fred Hoiberg and the Huskers. Nebraska has led this ball game for 36 minutes. But Wolverines 75, Huskers 72 here with 10.2 left as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Here in Ann Arbor, Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce. The first half featured 98 total points. Huskers led by 2 at the break. This one, Michigan's gone on a 6-0 run to take a 27-22 advantage in the half, and it feels like Michigan has found gold because of how this second half has gone.
Yeah, well, whenever you're able to get some stops, I mean, I'm going to give Nebraska a whole lot of credit because they made Michigan work to get back into this ball game.
Michigan in front, 75-72. Possession arrow favors Michigan. The foul situation favors Michigan because the Wolverines are in the double bonus, whereas the next Michigan foul sends the Huskers to the line for a 1-and-1.
Well, it's all about strong rebounds. I would imagine that they're going to go for a 3-point shot, so that must all come together on these switches.
After Fred Hoiberg's second to last timeout, Jamarcus Lawrence set to inbound, far sideline. Jamarcus Lawrence, the quarterback for the Huskers. Mara doing jumping jacks to bother Lawrence, who's a foot shorter than Adai. Looking right, delivering Sanford, curls right wing, shot fake. Flip it over, Lawrence bobbles, regathers at the point, open for 3, and the tie off to the right. Rebound Hoiberg, 2 seconds left, feeds right side, Lawrence a 3, no, a whistle. They're gonna call a foul on Michigan.
What?
Or was it a timeout? 1.6, a timeout for Nebraska. 1.6 left, Nebraska uses its final timeout, and they'll probably add a little bit of time here. 75-72 Michigan. Boy, if Michigan
We're going to check the
foul
time
there,
to make sure the time is correct.
that's the voice of Tim Comer, one of the officials. If Michigan was trying to foul there, they had a few opportunities, and Nebraska got an excellent look for 3 in the tie. Wow. We knew It was going to be a battle tonight, even with the Huskers shorthanded. And getting exactly what you would expect for a top 5 matchup. Well, does Nebraska try to dial up Sanford for the tie here?
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, Michigan's probably going to put their best defensive unit in right now. Talking about coming together and switching everything. You're not worried about slip to the basket right now. You just keep your man in front of you right now.
They add a little bit of time. It's an even 2 seconds on the game clock. Michigan 75, Nebraska 72.
Well, here's the thing. The most dangerous person is the guy inbounding the basketball. So
Dusty May pleading for a timeout, and Michigan gets it. Mike Boynton Jr. on the scout here tonight went to Dusty and said, call a timeout. Didn't like something there. Michigan gets a look at what they call a Kodak timeout.
Yeah, you got to look at it. Got that picture of it. I'll be surprised if they may come back out and try to run some other variation of it, but Coach Mike Boynton is on top of it.
Wolverines 75, Huskers 72. Michigan has the only timeout remaining here in the half. And with 2 seconds left, probably too risky to go for a foul, even if the Huskers would only have a 1-and-1 if Michigan can come up with the foul. You just open up the risk of 3 shots with just 2 seconds left. Wolverines come out with Cadeau, McKinney, Lendeborg, Johnson, and Mara. Lawrence inbound to Buick-Tangel, Sanford, Jacobson, or Hoiberg.
Watch the man inbounding the basketball.
Lawrence has it far sideline. Inbound Hoiberg, right corner, leans in. 3 for the tie is no good. And Michigan rallies for a huge win over previously unbeaten Nebraska. 75-72. The Wolverines only led for 2 minutes, yet they win it by 3. What a ball game.
Yeah, they had to earn it, that's for sure. And I love the fact that the Wolverines stuck together, fought through adversity. I'll tell you what, they beat a good Nebraska basketball team.
That's a team.
I
give
right.
so much credit to Nebraska. Without Rink Mass, without Braden Frager, and Michigan trailing for 36 minutes, 18 seconds. The Wolverines get it done in dramatic fashion. 75-72, Wolverines win it over Nebraska. What a contest here tonight as Michigan gets to 19-1, handing the Huskers their first loss of the season. My goodness. With all the chaos, we'll catch up with players on the postgame show. Michigan 75, Nebraska